Too close. Here I am fiddling with my thing again because it zoomed right up into my face. I'm going to step back a little bit. I can't do all the wrinkles and everything. Okay guys, it's Wednesday. You know what Wednesday is, it's what's sold. But before I get started, for all you new people, and thank you for subscribing because it's getting up to, I think I'm up to 240, which is awesome. Thank you for subscribing. I am Nellie. I'm a full-time reseller and I live in a bus. Ta-da! I have 4 grandkids that live with me. I have 2 dogs, a cat and a bird, and my husband that also live with me. And I've recently got a small mini shed because it's all that was available to put all my stuff in that was actually stuck in the bus in the car. So there's a little bit more freedom in the bus, but I've still got things here that really need to go to the shed that I haven't sorted yet. Anyway, that's not what today is all about. Today is about what's sold. It's not been a great week, guys. It's been half the week as what it was last week, and I knew it would be because I had 2 big sales last week. It's been very slow, but a few people have said it's been very slow. So let's get started because that's what you're here for, to see what I sold this last week. So the very first thing was these protector storage bags that I picked up the very first time at the tip shop. There's still hundreds there. Like still hundreds, and if you saw me the other day, I did say that I went and got some more because I had sold these. I didn't sell them for much, but I don't pay much for them, so she offered me $13.50 for them, which I was fine with because I probably only spent $1, maybe 50 cents each on them, $2 at the max, but I put down $1 for them, and my return on this was my initial money plus $10 profit, around $10.30 or something. Not a great deal, but it's still profit. Profit is a profit. Like, I really am going to try hard to make sure my profit level is over, like around the $20 mark, but I know there's going to be quite a bit of stuff that I've still got in store that's going to get me less than that, but I'm happy if I've got a profit. It's better than the minuses, which I have sometimes have. The next thing was also a tip shop score, which I only got last week. Now the protector storage bags, they took ages. That was the very first time I went to the tip shop. This Spencer and Rutherford bag, which you saw me talk about last week, was a tip shop score. So it's only taken a few days. I think I sold this overnight or the next day after I listed it. So maybe 2 nights at the max. $2. I put $2 because it was a bundle of stuff for 20. So, and that was in it. So I got a heap of stuff. So maybe $2 max is what I paid for this bag, which went to sell for $29.95, which is the price I said it probably would sell for. It's been received. I've already got my good feedback. I earned $23.61 on something that someone threw out to the tip. If they had have known it was worth money, would they have thrown it out? Are people not interested in making money? I don't know. Are they so rich they don't have to? I don't know. But even when I'm wealthier, I'll still go treasure hunting. So I said when I am wealthier, not if, when. The Silver Black tape deck. Now I bought a box of tapes ages ago, which I still haven't even listed. The majority of them, they're sitting on a chair up there on the chair, the diner chair, and I have to do them. I will do them, and I probably think I'm sort of saving them in case we have a lockdown. Excuse me, guys. I'm still, after months ago I had this, like what, month ago, 2 months ago I had this throat thing. I'm still struggling with this croakiness. Excuse me. Anyway, I sold it for $8.95. Sorry guys. Oh, this is terrible. Me and JT both cannot get rid of this bug in our throat. Okay, you know JT Funko Pops, go see her. She's in WA. She's a great little reseller and also a Funko Pop person, so go check her out. Okay, $8.95 I paid for this Silver Black tape. I only made $6, but $6 is $6 is $6, so it's all good. I still made profit. So I am selling little bits at a time of those cassette tapes. Now, do not ignore the cassette tapes. I tell you what, look out for, there's some really good ones. I think it was Glen Campbell. Someone sold a really good Glen Campbell one. There are ones that are worth a lot of money. You know, you look at Kiss and all those. Look out for those types of ones, the heavy metal ones. Excuse me again. And also the Wiggles cassette tape. Look out for that because that goes for big money. Ask, I think it was Drew and Sarah. They've got their own little thing, and I think that's what they're called, Drew and Sarah. Sarah and Drew, Drew and Sarah. But anyway, I think that's what they sold theirs for. It was either them, I'm pretty sure it was them, or it was 2 Aussie thrifters. So one of those two, I know it was a couple, because I always get introduced to all these couples that do it together, but they sold it for like $90 at Wiggles cassette. Cassettes are good because people are doing up their old classic cars, which I'm going to be getting eventually, and a classic car that is, and they're using it because of old cassette decks in it, so they want the old style cassette tapes. So my husband has a heap of them in storage, all the heavy metal ones. So anyway, next to these two Sydney Olympics mugs that I sold for 20. Maybe I could have got more, I don't know, but I'm so sick of them sitting there. It took me ages to find them after he bought them last week. I messaged him and said I can't find them, but I found them in the cupboard yesterday. I had a feeling they were still in the bus, and I'd gone to the shed, I couldn't find them. So fortunately yesterday when I was restocking the cupboards, I found them, thankfully. So I sent them yesterday. They cost me $4. I only made 13. I think I originally had them up higher, but I need to move stock. So I've got to have a big sale. I've got to do a market. So I've got to do something so I can de-stress the shed now. Okay, these Breeders Own jeans. I had not heard of Breeders Own jeans, but I think they were an Australian-made company. I only paid, I think, $4 max. It could have been $2, but $4 max. I wrote down 4, and I have written it down somewhere. $25 is what they gave me, so I made $17.32 on those. And this men's Outback shirt I only got, I think, last week or the week before, but I only listed it last week, so it must have been in Grafton when I got this shirt for $4, and I had it for a week before I listed it, and it sold within 2 days. So men's Outback is a good look. I love Western gear. If you've been following me all along, I love finding Western gear, like my Wrangler shirts. Western gear is my thing. I love Western anything, even the cowboys. Okay. So $20 is what I got for it, and I made $13. Now this is frustrating me. This is still for sale, guys. The person has put a sold on it. I'm still waiting payment. I only paid probably max $2, and probably less, because this Sonic thing I got really cheap at an op shop in Grafton, so it probably only cost me maybe 50 cents at the most. And then one of the games, or the 2 games that I had with it, came in that box of $50 box of DS's. So maybe max $2 I've spent on that. So $35.95 is what they're supposed to pay me. I would get $28.80 if they paid me. So it is up for grabs probably, because I haven't heard. I'm not one to go pushing them. I'll let eBay say kids in the room on. It's not me. So that one's really not sold unless they pay. Smoke Label denim. Again, I love denim. I love denim anything. I love denim jeans. You guys know that if you follow me. I'm a real fan of it. I love upcycling denim to the point that I've actually pulled some of the old denim that I've got in the shed. It hasn't sold for ages, and I'm going to be actually pulling it apart and making a new surfboard cover for my husband's surfboard bag, because his surfboard bag is rotted away. So that's what I'm going to be doing with that. But anyway, this Smoke Label I've had since my daughter came to visit, so it only cost me $6. Well, only. I don't usually pay that much, but I really liked how big it was. So they sent me $20, and it was under promoted listings. And another thing too, guys, last week I put all my clothing on 25%. Nothing's really moved. I'm going to change I'm going to cancel my promotions. I'm going to redo it again. I really want to get rid of all my winter stuff if I can, or most of it. The good stuff I'll keep till next year. It's fine. Anyway, so they paid postage. I actually made $6 on postage, because I actually quoted them less than what I thought it would be, because it was quite a heavy thing, and I got it into a smaller bag. So I actually made a little bit of profit with the postage there. But $9.20, I'll say $12 profit, $13 profit, because I got that extra postage. Because I think I fit into a $9.20 bag, if I remember. So it's $6. Yeah, anyway, so that's why I got profit there. These Western books, someone offered me $15. I took it because I need to get rid of stock. They only cost me $2.50, and they want more Western books. So if I can keep a hold of who they were, which I might write their name down, and when I find more Western books, and Western books are often good. This is my second lot of Western books that I've sold. They offered me $15. I earned $10.17, so that was okay. I was fine with that. These retro cufflinks, gorgeous cufflinks, very retro, very 70s. I've had for such a long time. I don't know. I had it before we left. I probably had them for about 2 or 3 years. I don't know, but I remember paying $5 for them. They were so cute. I was offered $25. I took it because I need to get rid of stuff. And I earned $16.32 plus my $5 back, so that's good. RM, what have I got RM there? No clue why I've got RM there, but whatever this is, because I can't remember what it was. it cost me $8, and I cannot think of the life of me because I forgot to write down the rest of my sentence. $24.71 they paid because that was my promoted listing, and $10.85 I earned on that, plus my original $8, whatever it was, right here. This cross-hand poker, would I buy it again? No, it took forever to sell. I'd just like to buy older games to test them out. $2 it cost me, $12.50 they offered, well they took, I had it, I reduced the price or something. $8.51 I got. So yeah, I've had that for such a long time. I don't even know how long I've had it, for a year. Out of my beautiful box of DVDs, which one day I will tell you how much I've earned on them, because I've got to find my sheet. I wrote them all down and I can't. But I have made over 400. I know that, you know, with these DVDs. I only paid 25 cents for Judy Garland, and it finally sold at $12.50. I made $10.26. Yay! Okay, these Vans Ultra Cush, I paid $5 from last week. I think it was last week I paid $5 for them. And they had issues. If you remember watching me last Wednesday, I think I actually shared these with you. No, last week I shared them with you. They had issues, little thingies, and I promised to come off, but I put that in my listing, and $28.95. So they've got nothing to come back at me for, because I did say that. $28.95 they paid, because they're good shoes if they're in good quality, you know, in good state. $17.14 I got profit, plus my $5. The Zara top, which I wore not long back, and I wasn't sure, it just felt too frou-frou for me. I end up selling, I only paid I think $4, maybe $2, but I put $4 here. Yes, I have to get my act together and do one of those, you know, with all your information, because I do it all by hand, and I lose my books with it all in there. You know what I'm talking about. My thingy on screen, so I can write everything down and you can tell me what the name is. My brain's died right now. A boomer brain at the moment. Anyway, they paid $18.71 on promoted listings. $10.20 is what I've earned. Oh yeah, so these next three I didn't sell on eBay. These were all on my personal vintage page, which I've got called Pretty Rusty. Vintage group called Pretty Rusty. I try and put all my vintage stuff there. I probably should put it on House of Eclectica to make it easier for me, but I really am trying to, I don't know what I'm trying to do. Because not everyone likes what I sell, and some people don't like vintage. But anyway, so this beautiful fur coat, which you can see on me in the picture, love it so much, but I had to make money. Now I paid $20 for it, because this is at the vintage sale that I went to a couple of weekends ago. It was like wearing a hug. When I had this, like, it was the first time I got it out and actually tried it on, and I was like, oh my god, I should keep this. It's so beautiful. I don't go anywhere fancy to wear it. It was a really glorious jacket. I sold it for $55 to someone who used to buy off me a lot, who's got a vintage shop. She was very happy. I was happy because I earned $35 on that with no fees, so I was stoked with that. And the next dress, the next pink thing that you see is vintage as well. Actually paid $10. I only made $10 on it because these two particular things were things I bought in a bag of stuff that I saw on Marketplace. I was selling bulk vintage. It was only about 4 or 5 items, and it had a few spots on it, and these jackets are sometimes hard to get rid of, so I just sold it for $20. So I only made $10 on it, but I'm happy with that because I made $10. And this next suit, when I got it, had so much moth holes in it. I was really disappointed because it was one I really wanted, and they should have actually said that in their listing, but they didn't. And I actually probably only made about $5 on it because I sold it for $10. It was my mistake. I meant to put $20 on it, and I put it for $10 down for some reason. Someone grabbed it, and I let them know. Is it still $10? I said yes, it's still $10. I'm not going to change it. I got rid of it. I ended up paying more postage than I thought, so I've actually only made $5 on that. I didn't sell anything at all on my book page because I haven't been taking putting much effort into that page because I'm really focusing on this. I have got so much to do in my head. I've got stuff I've got to get done for the kids. It's just, I need 2 of me right now, or 3. But anyway, without the Sonic in this listing, I only made $226.12 and profit. Okay, and that's good. Like, it is still good, but my goal is to eventually, and this is why I've got to look at wholesaling stuff, to be earning around the 500 a week on a permanent basis, and then increasing up from that. I have got lots of ideas and lots of things I want to do, but I just don't have the time to do everything, and I procrastinate a lot. And if you've watched Aussie Thrifter last night, Aussie Flipper, sorry, Matt, and he put it down to how hard it can be when you're doing all this on your own. Like, you haven't got a partner that does it with you who has no interest in doing it. Your kids aren't interested in doing it. They're just like, oh, she's going to the op shop, how long do we have to wait? And you're doing it all. You're sourcing your items, you're listing your, taking photos of your items, you're listing your items, you're packing your items, you're storing your items. Like, I'm doing this all on my own, so I am really, really tired. I'm going to avoid burnout. I'm not going to allow myself, I've been there before, I won't allow that to happen. But it is really hard work. So you have to be knowing what you want for your future. You have to be a lover of treasure hunting no matter what, even if you're not making lots of money. You've got to be disciplined, and you've got to be stubborn. And yeah, they're the things you have to be if you want to do something, make this worthwhile. Because if you're just doing it because I just want to make money, and you don't enjoy treasure hunting, you're not going to succeed. Yeah, that's my thoughts anyway. So you've just got to be pretty stubborn and know exactly what you want, what your goals are, what you want for your future. Like, I don't want to be living in a bus. I love my bus, and I'll probably, when we move into a house, I'll probably be still wanting to live in my bus because I just love my coziness in my bus. But I don't want the kids to be living in a bus forever. So I am working towards paying off all the small debts we have, which I've only got a couple left, and then saving as much money as I can and selling lots of stuff. I want to do some ebooks, and I've got I want to start doing I want to do some lives on here. If you're interested in gathering some questions together you'd like to ask me, please send them to me. And I also want to do a podcast at some stage as well. But they're all my ideas that I want to do, plus all the other things I've got on my little list up here that I've got plans for. I just got so much to do, but I'm doing it on my own, so it's really hard. And I'm not as young as a lot of the younger boomers. I mean, so the younger people are boomers, so it's not as easy for me because I've got a lot more happening in my life. So, but I want to encourage other boomers to do it. If you love treasure hunting and you want to make money and you've got things you want to do in your life, just give it a go. That's it. I'm going to go now. I was going to add to this video with things I bought yesterday and the day before, but I'll save that for another day. I have other ideas. I'm going to come to you guys very, very soon, possibly with another video on vintage and how to work out what's vintage and what's not, or a live, or both. I'm not sure. So anyway, guys, happy hunting. Take care of yourselves. I'm sorry if anyone's locked down. I'm sort of expecting it to be everywhere eventually at the moment, but take care. Be kind to others. You don't know what they're going through. Like yesterday I had a really, really, really bad day. Like this week has just been a very emotional week for me personally. So be kind to other people, because something little can just set them off. Like something little in a way that is not nice, so they might have a breakdown or anything. So be kind to everybody if you can. I know it's hard sometimes, but remember that saying, a word when mild turns away rage. So try that out. Be kind, keep smiling if you can, even though it's hard sometimes. Just kind of keep thinking of all the positive good that you can. That's what I had to do yesterday. And yeah, I think that's it. Take care.